Okay, so today I sharpened my chainsaw blade, and I realized that not all these chains give you all the information you need to know when you come to sharpen them. Like what I want us to do, buy new ones all the time. Anyway, on this particular one, this goes to the DeWalt. I got the flexible one, so I got the 60 amp one, but this is the R56. It's what I use on it. It's got a narrow cutting width, narrower than a gas powered one. I file this at 30 degrees and I use a 5/32 inch file. A lot of times you buy a chain and it tell you, well, this tells me to pitch 3/8, but it doesn't tell me what angle to file at. I had to look it up. It doesn't tell you the file, and basically this is my notes. And raker's at 0.025. Now I have a kit that allows me to do this non-freehand. Normally you put it in a vise right here, and you put your chain, it makes it so it's tighter so it doesn't flop around when you're working on it. But get yourself a nice kit that comes with a file guide that's got some screws on it. That holds the file a hell of a lot better than little button things or whatever they are. They ain't worth the crap. These are finger tight, and the only thing it wiggles on it is this handle. The handle comes off. You take that off, and you can put it on your flat file. And it's got the angles on there of what degree to sharpen at. Mine's 30 degrees. It's right there at the top. So what I usually do is I mark one tooth. This one's purple. That's where I start. And he's facing the right way. So anyway, you put this flat part of this piece on your tooth, and you slide over and that file goes in there. You line that line up 30 degrees. You can't see that, a little dirty there, but make it 30 degrees and keep that even with your bar. That's the way you file. You only file this way. So here's 25, so you never file backwards, only file forward. And this tooth is the other direction, so you skip that one and you go to this one, and then you flip your saw around and do the other side. But it helps to make that mark so that way you know where you started, you don't miss any. Another thing you need to add, or I should add, is if you file this 5 times, you do every tooth 5 times so they're all the same. When you get done with that, to check your rakers, this guide has 2 settings on it. This middle is I think it's 3. That says 0.05, so I don't say anything on that side. 0.05 or 0.05, yeah. And mine is 0.025. That's what my raker height is supposed to be. It also has the millimeters on there for you guys across the pond. But what you do with this is, if you're using the bigger size, I always thought that was 0.3, but it still looks like a 5. It is 0.3. Okay, not losing my mind here. So anyway, if you're using the 0.3, you stick this piece of metal right on top of that tooth. And then you get your flat bar or your flat file, and you just go like this. And if you feel the raker, that means you gotta file it. So you file it once, recheck it. With this one, there's no raker there, obviously, but there's a raker here. So mine ain't gonna hit it because mine's lower than that. But you can also file on the guide, but I don't recommend that because you're gonna make the guide smaller. So just flat once, be square, and recheck it. For the 0.025, you're gonna put that circle part right on top of where the tooth is, And there's the raker there. You do the same thing, you just check it. And it doesn't hit. If it does hit, go across it once and recheck it. And the reason why you gotta check the rakers is because when you file these things, I don't know if you can see that or not. You kind of see how it goes up at an angle. I know the phone's crooked. You see how the blade kind of goes up at an angle? Well, if you file that too much, it's going to bring that down. And eventually, if you keep sharpening your blade, and then pretty soon, this raker will be higher than that blade. So you have to keep them even, or the same. It don't have to be even exactly, but it does have to be lower than the blade. Hope that helps me remember. I hope that helps you out. Guys, be safe out there.